And welcome to the first press briefing of the 37th National Games. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, the government of Goa and the Indian Olympic Association, would like to express my gratitude to all of you present here and being part of this wonderful extravaganza of the sporting diaspora of our country. As you know that today is the first day which has been a kickstart for the National Games program. We have the official opening ceremony, which is on the 26th of October. That is going to be inaugurated. That's the day when the games are officially being opened by the Honorable Prime Minister of our country, who himself is very, very proactive in sports. He's been a pillar of strength for the sporting diaspora, and there has been a lot of changes and a lot of sporting events which have happened under his dynamic leadership. I also take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to the government of Goa for having this event hosted in Goa. Couldn't have been a better place, couldn't have been a better host for us as far as the National Games program is concerned. And I'm sure that in the weeks to come, we shall, and all the athletes will have an experience of their lifetime participating in the different sporting arenas in this wonderful state. So I would, on this note, have any questions, I would throw the house open. If you would have any questions for us, we would be more than happy to let you know about the sport and the activities today.
Why is an update about volleyball? Because one of your head of committee members, that volleyball won't happen here.
Well, yes, there is a situation with volleyball where we are still, I would not say that it's a total go, but there is a situation of volleyball in terms of the Volleyball Federation is going through elections. So elections have been kind of announced for the volleyball federations. There is an ad hoc committee for volleyball, as you very well know. The ad hoc committee was put in charge to run the affairs, and it was under the ad hoc committee that a team also participated in the Asian Games program. Now, the flavor of National Games is normally that the teams are selected by the federations, taking into consideration the ranking, taking into the consideration the process of selection, which is which is a continuous process. So you have a ranking system for all the federations, whether it is independent athletes, whether it is team sports. So there is a gap in that particular process because the federation was in a way defunct, or there was a problem with the federations, and that is why the ad hoc committee was constituted. We will let you know more details about it, maybe by later tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll let you know more about the status of volleyball. For sure. I'm sorry?
Why is the decision being taken at such a big time when it's only 10 days away from the event? The ad hoc body is appointed by the IOA. The games are organized by the IOA. So what is the issue that
See,
decision is being taken?
as I said, we will be in a position to get back to you more in this. Now, when an election of a federation is announced, and then when we know that a federation is undergoing a transform, in the ad hoc committee, it's not only an ad hoc committee. Yes, it has been constituted by the Indian Olympic Association, but there is there are members from the Federation of International Sport. So the FIB, in this particular case, the Federation of International Volleyball, is also part of the ad hoc committee. So there is still details going on. There is still conversation going on how to handle this issue, and it is something which is normal because if there is the point is to give fair chance for participation. It's not just to go and rush in through a sport. We have been trying to resolve the situation, or I would rather say that we are still working on that, and we will let you know for the final decision at the earliest.
Sir, the ad hoc committee decision is applicable for the volleyball or for both beach volleyball?
It's applicable for both because it's volleyball and beach volleyball are two different verticals, but under the same sporting federation.
स्टेडियम की इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की जो काम है वो तभी भी चालू है। क्या लगता है आपको भी जो टॉप एथलीट्स है नेशनल गेम्स या एशियन मेडलिस्ट क्या लगता है they will participate?
डेफिनेटली द टॉप एथलीट्स विल पार्टिसिपेट. मैं आपको बता सकता हूं कि अभी तक की जो हमारी सूची है, वी हैव ऑलरेडी 70 टॉप एथलीट्स हु आर पार्ट ऑफ द टॉप ऑफ द पोडियम स्कीम. टॉप स्कीम है जिसके वो पार्ट हैं. दे आर ऑलरेडी पार्ट ऑफ इट, दे आर रजिस्टर्ड. यू विल हैव एशियन मेडलिस्ट हु आर कमिंग इन हियर. स्पेसिफिकली शूटिंग टीम ने हमारा बहुत अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया था. वीव हैड as you all know, we've had a great Asian Games. हमारी रैंकिंग एशियन गेम्स में 4th पोजीशन पे आई है. हमारे मेडल टैली में 50% से ज्यादा का इजाफा हुआ है. हम लास्ट एशियाड में 70 मेडल्स पे थे, इस बार हम 107 मेडल्स पे हैं. सो इट्स अ जंप ऑफ 50% ऑफ इन आवर मेडल टैली. सो दैट्स प्रूविंग अ लॉट. और जो एशियन गेम्स में पार्टिसिपेट किए हुए, भागीदारी किए हुए लोग, वो हैं कबड्डी की टीम है, कबड्डी की कैप्टन, वो भी आएंगी जो यहाँ पे खेलने. आपका जो सवाल है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पूर्ण तरीके से तैयार है. स्पेसिफिक स्पोर्ट्स के लिए जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर चाहिए होता है, बिकॉज ये ओवरलेज हैं, दे आर अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. आप जैसे अब यहाँ देख रहे हैं बैडमिंटन, अगर आज से 3 दिन पहले आप यहाँ आते तो फ्रॉम अ नो वॉइस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू लगता है कि ये क्या है, तैयारी है कि नहीं है. और आज यहाँ पे टॉप प्लेयर्स भारतवर्ष के इस वक्त खेल रहे हैं. आज पहला मैच चालू हुआ है एंड इट्स अ टोटली ट्रांसफॉर्म सिचुएशन. अब जैसे ही बैडमिंटन का स्पोर्ट खत्म होगा, द नेक्स्ट स्पोर्ट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वेन्यू इज फेंसिंग. सो द ओवरलेज विल चेंज फ्रॉम द बैडमिंटन टू द फेंसिंग रिक्वायरमेंट. सो ये एक ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस है. और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की जहां तक हम बात करें, हमारे जो भी वेन्यूज हैं वो पर्याप्त है, वो तैयार है. और उनमें लास्ट मोमेंट की ट्वीकिंग, स्पोर्ट स्पेसिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स जो है, ओवरलेज जो हैं, उसका काम चल रहा है.
Few days back, there was one letter issued by you regarding the handball. They are withdrawing the schedule. It was sent to the handball federation. So what is the now exact situation?
Well, I would not want to comment too much on that particular sport or that letter yet, but there was a letter which was issued to a particular federation and the matter was sub judice. It is beyond our scope, the Indian Olympic Association scope. It is primarily, there are 2 federations who were running the sport in the country, and that matter was sub judice. So in the light of the matter being sub judice, a letter has been withdrawn from one particular federation, and we are working on it to have the teams of handball under a certain flag, under certain ages. So that's what I would like to state at the moment.
Is there a question mark over handball ministry?
I'm sorry?
Is there a question mark over handball ministry?
I would not say that there's a question mark, because till the last time there is no question mark when you talk about sports. So we are working on handball to get the data and to have it run under the ages. But as I mentioned, it would not be correct for me to quote and not correct for you to carry me on that quote, because the matter is sub judice.
About the volleyball decision, will the press release on
Well, we will let you know at the correct and opportune time for sure.
Except badminton, other teams from rest of disciplines have reached Goa.
We already have, the teams are supposed to come D minus 2 days. So there is a schedule, the schedule is all there with you. So for your knowledge also, when there is a sport beginning, there is a 2-day advance arrival. So for whatever sport it is, you get 2 days advance arrivals. We don't have teams per se, but we have certain technical officials, certain director of competition who have arrived from various sports who are necessary to be here. For example, I know the director of competition for gymnastics is already here. The director of competition for netball is already here, because these are the next sports in the line, overlapping with badminton. And they are already here to check the infrastructure facilities, to check their overlays and the technical requirements. And the teams are going to start flowing in. So to the best of my knowledge, the next contingent for the next team should be arriving in on the 21st, if I'm not wrong. And that's the process which will then continue.
So how about Goa is providing pre-session practice? Like there is facilities, kind of facilities on the grounds?
When you say Goa is providing, you mean to say the team, the Goanese team?
The teams that come, the team is
Yeah.
the
So,
FOP is ready.
so when the teams arrive, the teams are arriving accordingly 2 days prior to the event start, which means that the FOP is ready, the field of play is ready. So there is a schedule where they will have their practice or their warm-up session to do. Primarily, the training part is already over. Like for example, the Goanese team has been training for the past few months. Similarly, the other teams have been training in their home states for the past few months. So when they come in, it's for warm-up and for the practice. Those FOPs are available, and it is within the parameters that every team has allotted a certain amount of time. It could be a few hours, it could be maybe an hour, or it could be a few minutes according to the sport, which is given to the teams for them to train and to warm up. And then when the competition starts, then you're in a competitive mode.
About the Coco, I will take on this thing, indoor or outdoor? Because yesterday sports they say the chances of the day they are thinking of the eliminating the indoors.
Which is correct. So when we take holistically, Coco still has time. There is still time for Coco to commence. So we know that Coco is scheduled to be in Ponda, and the multipurpose arena in Ponda is going to be hosting Coco. It's outdoors. It's in the ground, and the overlay team is working on it. Yes. We will leave no chance for weather to play inclement and to spoil the sport, as I would put it rightly. So, if required, the overlays will be in such a way that there will be proper shelter to safeguard the sport from any adverse weather effects.
So there are no traditional items which will be introduced in this national games for the first time.
Correct.
Infrastructure, with basis of infrastructure, we are ready for it.
We are absolutely ready. As I always say, that infrastructure, we are ready. There is no sport that will have any kind of problem or any kind of a handicap as far as infrastructure is concerned. And that is why when we talk about the 37 National Games program, the list of these 43 sports which are part of the National Games program, they are there because the infrastructure preparedness is there. Except for two sports, as you would already know, that golf is being hosted in the prestigious Delhi Golf Club in New Delhi, and the track cycling is being hosted at the Velodrome in Indira Gandhi International Stadium in New Delhi.
Yesterday there was a reflection of the Mandrem, that is shooting range. How much you are impressed with the facilities?
Well, Mandrem is going to be a shooting range which is probably going to be part of a legacy for Goa, which we are quite happy about. And the technical experts of Shooting Federation are quite happy with the progress which is happening. So it's getting, I was getting an update just about yesterday evening. The equipment has arrived. It's a very high high caliber equipment, and it's got a lot of technical semantics to it, that particular sport. The equipment is in place, is already arrived, and it is being put into place, And as far as shooting is concerned, the technical officials of shooting have cleared that range for the particular sport.
So about the 70-30% formula, where 30% can register from outside the state, do they need to inform Goa Olympic Association regarding registration?
See, I would not know much because this is a very specific Goan, I would say, advisory. As far as the Indian Olympic Association is concerned, we have a certain set of eligibility, and it's up to the state that how they want to implement their eligibility. I am in the know of this situation, that Goa is reserving or is making sure that there is 70% of the contingent which is by birth from Goa, which is a very good thing, and we support that. It's fantastic to have that kind of a formula. The remaining 30% part of the contingent, the players who are there, even if they are from outside, when I say outside, I really don't know. When you say outside, I really don't know what is meant by that. But if they are not residents of Goa per se, or they are not by birth from Goa, they still need to fulfill the criteria of the eligibility. Means they should have had a domicile of Goa, which is minimum for 6 months, or they could have been, just living here, working here. They could be having an Aadhaar card of this place. They could just be residents of Goa, but maybe not by birth or not natives of Goa. So from our side, the eligibility rule is pan-India across all the states, and it remains sacrosanct. So it's very specific to each state how they would like to, balance it and field their own teams. Okay.
The photographers have an issue with the access not provided to them. The photographers are asking them only to take pictures from here, and we get only one code and a sideway shot. So how do we solve that?
See, we'll have to look at how we'll check this up technically with the technical experts, because you would please be, very about it that it's the sport. So
It's not the first time that a sport
we'll see that what best we can offer and what are the places we can offer. I'm sure the overlay scheme.
access somewhere far away can be difficult to know, so that they can cover the entire course and not just one course which is here.
Okay.
The reporters can be seated anywhere.
We take that as a feedback, and we'll take it up with the overlays team and the design part. We take that as a feedback for sure. That what best we can do regarding
Just
it.
a
Because
small message from my side as well. So, firstly, I'd like to thank the people of Goa and specifically media for being so supportive and being part of this 37 national games. I would like to just inform as an awareness that all the sports complexes, stadiums, venues where the various sporting disciplines will be conducted are free entry for the spectators. Special entries, designated entries are being provided for the spectators. It's a walk-in based on the availability of space. The general spectator stands have been demarcated very clearly. And so there's no question of having an accred or ID or anything. So I just wanted to put it across, because I just we really encourage, as the Honourable CM has also requested the people of Goa to at least come out and watch at least one sport of their choice. Thank you so much.
We had one query. Some of the reporters have ID cards have rejected the passes.